everybody. Tanya Shepard here, your friendly PIO for Santa Rosa District Schools, and I am actually on location today at the Santa Rosa Sheriff's Office with none other than Sergeant Clay Smith. Welcome, Mr. Smith.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So Sergeant Smith is actually over the K-9 unit for here in Santa Rosa County with the Sheriff's Office. So Sergeant Smith, talk to us a little bit about what happens in the K-9 unit.
Oh, so it's just a plethora of things. We use the canines primarily to locate our violent suspects in the community,
okay,
and bring them to answer for any crimes that they've committed.
Okay.
We use them for taking illegal narcotics out of our community. And then we have a couple of dogs that have specialties such as explosives and electronics.
Okay.
But aside of that being our primary job, is the community. We like to try and reach out to our community and let the community get to know our canines, because there's a side of those working dogs that people are not quite familiar with.
Now, a lot of people automatically think, and with some of the things you described, that, these dogs are super big and scary, and I think they can be.
Absolutely.
When they need to be, but there's also a really sweet side to them as well.
There is. They do have a job to do, and sometimes that job can be violent,
okay,
or even scary. For me as a handler, to deploy my dog into certain situations, there's a potential for them to get injured. So there's a matter of violence that comes with it, but they're also dogs.
Right.
They're I hate to say it, but at home they're like pets.
Okay.
Now somebody may call me out on that, because they are not pets 100%. They don't get treated like your typical pet.
Okay.
They're always working. So when we're at home, there's still a lot of structure that comes along with the day-to-day, even if they're off duty.
Okay.
Everything turns into a training scenario. My dog has to have good manners, whether we're in the community or at home.
Okay.
So it's nonstop training. So it's an opportunity when we get to talk to the community to show that side of what those police dogs are capable of, and the affection that they can show.
Right, right. Now, you talk about the work that they do in the community and the exposure they have to the community. Let's narrow down a little bit and talk specifically about the exposure they have at our school sites.
Great.
So we know that this year, or actually here just recently, there's been something pretty amazing that your K-9 unit has implemented in our schools, and it's called Leader of the Pack.
That's right.
So talk to our stakeholders a little bit about what it means to be a leader of the pack.
So being a leader, we could sit here and talk about all day long the traits or qualities that it takes to be a leader. Leadership comes to people naturally sometimes, and then sometimes it can be a learned trait from different role models. Okay. So my goal is to recognize that with some of our students in our county schools,
okay,
and then use the dogs to reward their leadership. Okay. And what I mean by that is when someone is selected for a leader of the pack, then they're going to get a special visit from one of our canines.
Okay.
A lot of our canines go unnoticed or go unnamed, so to speak, in the community. My canine Dozer, has had a lot of involvement in our schools, but we have a canine Shelby, and we have a canine Prince that doesn't quite get those opportunities to meet with the public, and that's what this award is hoping to accomplish. I want every student in Santa Rosa County to know every dog that we have here at the Sheriff's Office.
Awesome.
So we want to recognize the leadership, whether it's in the classroom, the school, or the community. And then we're going to set that visit up with our K-9 unit, and we have a certificate to commemorate that award.
Okay.
And then they will be getting our hero cards. So if you get a visit from Shelby and Dozer, then not only do you get the certificate, but you get their hero card as well.
Awesome.
And then during that meet and greet, we're going to encourage that maybe families show up, and we'll do group photos.
Oh, wow.
It's a real opportunity for the community to bridge the gap with law enforcement.
Absolutely.
And everybody loves dogs.
Everybody loves dogs. I'm a dog owner, so I absolutely love dogs, and I've actually had the opportunity to meet
Yep.
several of the canines that we have here in Santa Rosa County, and even though they're always working,
That's right.
they are super sweet.
They are.
They are super sweet.
They get to show that other side, and people realize, man, they're great dogs.
They're great
They're not
dogs.
just big and bad and a negative thought of them, but they're lovable. You know?
Absolutely.
So it's and we have tons of stories. So if you're able to meet with us in the community, we love to talk dogs.
Wonderful. Now, you talked about this Leader of the Pack Leadership Award.
Yeah.
How do teachers, school administrators, how do they nominate a student for this particular award? What do they need to do?
All right, so obviously I'm not an SRO.
Okay.
And so for me to implement this award in our schools, I have to rely on our SROs with the sheriff's office and the school faculty.
Okay.
So what I did this last 9 weeks is I sent out an email, just explained a little bit about the award and some of the qualities and traits. And left it up to the SROs and the school faculty. You know,
Okay.
they made the selection, and that's what I intend to do. Is nobody knows our kids better than the school faculty and our SROs.
Right, right. Wonderful. So if we have any teachers that specifically maybe just want you to come out for a visit, can they just connect through their SRO as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We encourage that actually. You know, and that is the avenue for us to get in and talk with some of the kids and some of the parents that,
Okay.
that may attend
Okay.
and show that other side of the dog. But yeah, if you're interested in having a visit from the K9 unit, reach out to the SRO and we'll see if we can get that scheduled.
Wonderful. Well, Sergeant Smith, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for allowing me to come out here and be in your house today.
Yeah.
So, hey folks, we'll catch you next time on Success in the Classroom.
Bye now.